If you can't afford art school, or if you don't plan to afford art school, or maybe you're just a developing artist, I've got you. Here's some of the reasons why you might not want to have art school as one of the options. So let's address the elephant in the room. Art education, especially for university. Art universities right now, it's crazy expensive. Just for 2023 itself, here's the rough estimates as to how much it costs to be able to afford art school and art education. For most people, this is a really unrealistic number to be able to even go and consider getting an art degree, let alone being able to afford many of the materials and things afterwards to be able to help yourself grow. There's no way some of us could be able to go ahead and afford this education and still make it alive as a starving artist afterwards, or just a practicing artist. Hi, my name is Ray, and I am an artist, but an art teacher as well, and I'm trying to do art professionally again. I've been plagued by the idea of, should I go back to university, or should I go ahead and brave this by myself and do this art studying thing and hopefully hope for the best? So I know there are so many resources out there for artists nowadays to be able to pick from. It can be rather hard to decide which options you want to really go ahead and pick out for, especially if you're planning to learn by yourself or you want to go ahead and get the best value for your money. I ended up finding out these information, so hopefully this will be helpful for you to decide which directions you personally want to go. So here are the 5 sites to study art with the best values, the bang for its buck. So we're gonna first cover the pros, the cons, and then afterwards the cost of each one of these sites. Number 5, Skillshare. So Skillshare. I know everybody and everybody's mom has heard of Skillshare, and as such, this is one of those sites that's so overly promoted that you're considering, should I really try this out? So here's the thing about Skillshare. Even though there are so much promotions for this site of learning, it's actually a really good source for the cost and the value for its money, especially for beginner artists to be able to see what type of options there are. While you do get to go ahead and try this out for free for 7 days, you honestly get only a limited selection of classes and to be able to view before you have to go ahead and pay for the premium of it. So here are some of the pros about Skillshare. There's a wide range of topics that you can study from within Skillshare itself. It's very user-friendly within the interface, which is very helpful, especially if you're planning to use the iPad or the iPhone or also the computer as well to be able to study from. So here comes the cons of Skillshare. Not all classes are made with a professional instructor. Some of these classes could be quite misleading and also quite deceiving itself. Not all classes are of high quality. The instructors in Skillshare could be a mixed bag, and some of the classes in itself might not be as best as it could be. So for example, I took this video class, being able to hopefully film on the phone a little bit better. Half of the time, many of the things that they're promoting seems like it was just an app within their own software, and also buying their different type of things as a promotion itself. For this class, it wasn't as helpful as I thought it would be, and it felt like they would just go ahead and pushing what they were planning to sell to you. Sometimes it can be very difficult to be able to get a hold of some feedbacks or even instructors' informations on there. As such, as the last thing, there are too many classes and the topics are so vast, and for this could be also a difficult issue as well. If you're planning to study art, this might be one of those things that you can dabble on. If you're planning to narrow and focus, this could be rather difficult and challenging to see if there's any options that fits more towards what you want to learn. While there are so many classes that's on Skillshare, it might be too broad for some of the topics, or it might not end up finding exactly the specific topic that you would like. As for the overall cost, there's always some sort of discounts from other YouTubers or anybody that would be able to get you a cheaper deal for Skillshare. So this is the pros in terms of Skillshare. If you find this video at any point helpful so far, don't forget to go ahead and click on the subscribe button and afterwards like this video as well. Number 4, Domestika. So here's the pros for Domestika. The courses on there are very professional, and afterwards many of the artists are extremely seasoned and well learned within their crafts. The resources are fantastic, they're extremely user-friendly and helpful for people that are just learning or want to be able to level up to the next things that they want to learn from. One of the big plus about Domestika is that for their user, there's a huge community of artists that are learning within their site, and you can see this within their overall community and what you can post and what you've learned from the class and lesson itself. It was really nice to be able to see this as you're learning and you want to see what progress you've made or others have made besides just the artist itself. Overall, I think it's a pretty good community to be able to just grow from within the site. As one of the last pros, As for Domestika, it is a pay-as-you-go program, so you can go ahead and pay and then afterwards learn from that instructor and then move on to the next one. This is super helpful if you're like me, where you buy a subscription and you forget about it, and then afterwards you don't end up using what it's actually been purchased. So by paying for one of these courses, it saves you from actually paying for a whole monthly subscription fee. So here's the con for Domestika. They offer a subscription-based program for you to be able to pick from called Domestika Plus. For Domestika Plus, I would definitely say I would not recommend this site because you only get a limited available options for you to be able to view the lessons from and also the courses that's available. But at the same time, you only get 1 credit per month to buy it. So for example, when I end up trying Domestika Plus, I was only be able to view 1 course and then afterwards check out all the free available options that's on there. In addition to that, the resources for some of these free ones, they're not available for you unless you wait and to be able to buy and purchase the course for the next month itself. So in terms of the cost, like Skillshare, many of the times, this is where you get a huge discount within the classes itself. So this is the cost for Domestika usually for classes. But I would wait for many of the discounts, which is usually available for most of the days. Number 3, Gumroad. Here's the pros for Gumroad. The resources within Gumroad is really vast, where you can pick from the different type of brushes to tutorials to different type of images that you want to be able to get from Gumroad for a very good reasonable price. Out of all of the sites, I would say that this one has the most extensive use of brushes and also different type of resources for you to be able to purchase very easily and a lot more affordable option. If you look hard enough, many of the times some of the items are available for you for free since there are artists that's promoting it, or afterwards you can go ahead and check out certain things for a very low price and discount. For the cons of Gumroad, sometimes it can be rather hard to be able to see what type of classes that's there and available for you. The search engine is not super friendly. Even within their discovery, you get to go pick out the top things, but if you're planning to go ahead and look for a specific style or even something that you're interested in, you would really have to know the artist that you're interested by to pick out the best of the available options there for you to purchase from. Unless you really follow the artist, this is where it's going to be a little bit more difficult to weed through all of the things that's there. As another con for Gumroad, the user interface is super unfriendly for people that are starting out. When you click on certain things such as Discover, you end up finding out that it doesn't link back up to your library very easily, or other things that you click on might not be actually linked up to another certain section or trying to find out what it is that it links to. For Gumroad, it's like a balance between Skillshare and Domestika, where you can pay as you go and it very varies within the lessons that's available on there. In terms of the cost for Gumroad, it can vary between something that is for free to all the way up to maybe $300 to $500 to an infinite amount of money. There are classes out there that are extremely expensive, but at the same time, there are classes that's available out there that are very affordable and super good for the value. Number 2, 21 Draw. This is a site that's similar to Domestika, where it's made by artists and for artists. So one of the things that's great is that you don't have to go and weed through all of the information just to find certain things that you might be interested in. 21 Draw is fantastic with illustration and very focused towards some of the specific things that's driven towards character design and also artists that wants to be able to learn how to be able to do illustration very well. Out of all the sites, this is where 21 Draw has one of the best progress bars out there, really showing you very easily when you click onto it how much you've actually learned from the artist and how much you have left, so it keeps you kind of updated very easily for this. As for the cons, since it's so specific for certain artists to use this site, it's very driven towards the character design aspect. If you're an artist that's towards graphic design or even environment itself, at this moment in 2024, there are very limited amount of courses for these type of topic. So if you're an environment artist or a graphic designer, this would be a really good site to take advantage of or put your artwork in 21 Draw. While they do have a very good comment section and also some sort of feedback, which is in beta version, the feedback seems quite generic. Many of the feedback is created for the trained assistant to be able to respond to, and not the artist itself to respond to you and see how your progress is and what you're doing within your projects. Since the platform and site itself is such a small platform, it would be lovely to be able to hear from the artists to kind of see how well their courses are updating, and then afterwards see how you can improve from the artist's point of view. It costs normally $235 per year. However, there's always some type of discount on this as well, so I would purchase it when it's actually available for a lower price. Here are some of the honorable mentions of sites that you can check out as well, such as Wingfox, SVA, Nomen Workshop, Schoolism, CGMA. Those are all sites that you can check out, and I'll put the link below for you to go ahead and see. Number 1, YouTube. This is one of the best free options available for an artist to be able to learn from. There is a huge network of artists that are interested and want to be able to share off of here to be able to learn from. In addition to that, the networking for whatever topics that you're interested in is something that's a lot easier on YouTube since it's such a big platform. YouTube is fantastic for networking and finding out people that also have the same interests that you do. In addition to that, you could be able to learn from artists that are super well versed and very seasoned as well. There is so much information out there for you to be able to decide. In terms of the cons for YouTube, this is where, since there is so much information out there, it might be very hard to pick what is the best thing to be able to learn from and how do you be able to glean the best out of it with the instructors or even people that are presenting on YouTube. Sometimes it could be super distracting to use for YouTube since you could click on a link to be able to learn something, and then afterwards you could spiral down into this rabbit hole of just super entertaining memes along with videos that you would rather check out instead of learn from it itself. Like Skillshare, YouTube has a very, very huge range of artists and also skill level or people that's planning to share with you things on there. Sometimes the quality is not as good as it can be, but the information is super useful, and this is where you're going to have to take so much time to be able to weed out to find out what type of things you want to be able to gain from the site itself. As an environment artist, I definitely recommend Domestika or even Gumroad to be able to choose as an option that is without subscription. This is easier for me to be able to learn classes as I go. If I was a character designer, I'd definitely go with 21 Draw. These are probably two of the best sites for you to be able to get the best value for your money from it. Let me know so far what other sites are out there that you think is super helpful as an artist to be able to learn from and to be able to check out and to grow as an artist. Thanks. Bye.